All right, so welcome to the fills and solo lesson for Can't Live Without You by the Scorpions. Now I did the rhythm lesson, and you can see that if you click that I there, right about there, and also in the description box below, it'll actually take you to my website where you can watch the demo and the rhythm lesson and everything on one page. It just makes it easier, right? Anyways, I'm not going to talk very much here because there's a ton of licks to get to, so we'll get into it. The first lick you're going to do is this one. Okay, so we're in the key of A minor pentatonic. Now position 1, which is just, it's position 1 for a reason, because it's killer, right? There's so many great licks in that position. Like 90% of what you hear is going to be in that position in rock music, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is just on the G string, right? Right? And we want to dig in, so as opposed to just with the pick, we want to dig in a bit with our picking hand, get a little bit of thumb in there. So that's the first lick, and then the second lick is going to be, I just love that one. So that's a double stop on the G string and the B string on the 7th fret. And we're just going to do a little bending on it. I like to use 2 fingers on that. You could do it with 1. So that's going to be followed by this one. So that's just kind of like a gallop. And we're trying to pinch out harmonics wherever we can, sort of thing, on these licks, right? And then the last lick, it'll be it's the same as the first one. It's just it's coming in early, so it's like. And again, we're trying to do some, like, really dig in there with that pick. So that's the first verse fill. Second verse fills, the first one is going to be this Van Halen-esque thing where it's a. So what that is just, we're going to get that moving, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, on the 12th and 13th. Well, we got that going. We're going to start out like that because we need time to get down there, right? And with me, I like to do it with my first finger, so I need to tuck my pick like that, right? So I go. Okay, and then I got to obviously get my pick back for the next bit. So that's that one. And then we get into what I think is probably the best lick of this whole song. Just absolutely awesome. Where he goes. That's just so good. We're going to slide up to first position, right, an octave higher. And we're going to go. Right, so we're, on that G string on, what is that, 19? 20, 21, 22, yeah, 19. And then up to the E string. And that last note, we want to push it, right? Right? Okay, so up to speed. And then the next one is going to be the double stop again. We already know that one. And then the last one, heading into the bridge, would be, just on the C note there on A3. And you want to really get in there again and dig in with your pick, right? So that'll lead you into, okay, which I go over in the rhythm lesson. And then we're going to be into the solo, okay? So the solo is going to start up here again in the first position, and we're going to do this. And what we're trying to do there, you know, normally when you do unison bends, you're trying to do that. So we get the exact same note, so we don't have any warbling, right? But this one, you want to kind of go a bit flat. So, you know, you get that crazy kind of dissonant warbling, right? And you want to have a little vibrato, so it's and then we're going to come up here. It's just do 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 do. Okay, that's on the 22nd fret, full step bend, and then we're going to go. Okay, just what is that? 17 to 19, full step bend. Then we get this crazy lick. Right, so that's the first part. And then it's going to go into this. That's the ending, right? All these fast licks, you know, when they're played fast, they sound like they're mind-boggling. But when you slow them down, you realize that they're just repetitive patterns, right? And they're definite patterns that you got to get in your head. So that's the first pattern. Second pattern. And you know, just play it as slow as you need to get it right. And then just start speeding it up. And then it's going to finish it off. We're going to finish it off by going. So, right? That you could also go. You could bend that, but I like to go. So it's, you know, the flat 5, right? So that whole bit together slowly. And up to speed. You know, it's quick, right? But if you break it down and just, you know, go as slow as you need to go to get it perfect and gradually speed up. And then we get into this stuff. Okay, and that's, we're back into position 1. And we're just, it's very rhythmic, and again, we're digging in with our pick, right? So ending on that flat 5. So. And all throughout the solo, especially this part, I'm pretty sure that it's a composite, you know, like he probably recorded 3 or 4 different solos and then they just combined the licks that they like to make the solo, right? Okay, so from that, that's what I'm hearing there, right? Just a hammer on, 5/7 of the 8 to the open G string. And then you do a slow bend up there, because now we're going to do this tapping lick, right? Okay, that's really cool lick. 12th fret. And then tap on the 10th. And then just push it up, right? And actually, if you really listen to it, he kind of pushes that one way up. And then we're going to go now that is in the 4th position, right? And the 4th position is awesome. The two, most common positions are that one, 1st position, and 4th position, right? There's killer licks in both of them. So just ending up on E15, full step bend with a bit of vibrato. On the record, he cuts it out like that, right? But I held it on my demo. And then the next bit is, that's just down here on the 9th fret. And we just kind of drifted between the A flat and the A, right? We eventually wind up on the A. And then we come up here. Same kind of thing, right? Like so, ending up on the A note on G 14. Okay, so let's do from here. And now we're going to do this next lick, and that's going to be in this position. The 5th position. Okay, one that isn't used that often, right? And we're going to do this lick. So we're just working our way up in a pattern. And that's the pattern, right? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Right? And we kind of end that pattern when we get on the high, or the 15th of the beat. And then we're going to go twice there. And you make sure you use your middle finger on that 17th fret of the beat. And then we're going to go we're starting on the 17th. We're going up to the 20th. And then back. And then, right, that would be the, what is that, 18th fret. It's kind of an outside note, and I think that's what he's doing. It's hard to tell there, right? Pretty sure that's it, though. And then we got, you know, that unison bend that's not really unison. I'm trying to put some vibrato on it too, right? So up to speed, that's really tricky. Not so much just the first part, but the last part. That was not bad, close, a little weird on that band, but the hardest part for me was getting that unison bend on that G note. I can do it slow, but up to speed. Okay, and that's it for the main solo. Just awesome, great playing, just killer. So now that's going to take us into the last group of fills in the third verse, right? And we're coming out of that. And that is just crazy, right? Because this whole time we've been playing like, you know, these killer pentatonic, like nasty kind of fills, right? And then all of a sudden we're in this real majory kind of a sound, right? Doing these sixths, which is like the third and the root on the A, right? And then third and root of a C chord, third and root of a D chord, right? So okay, just love that. That's so good. That's really good, smart guitar playing. Okay, and then the next lick is going to be this sort of another sort of galloping lick. So it's like, so that one is classic blues, right? I love that too. Using the flat 5 again, right? And then the ending is just work on little bits of it, right? Okay, another just awesome lick. These, you can use all these licks in your own playing too, right? And then he's going to do this crazy kind of a double stop thing. Which, you know, that's killer. Just love that. So it's just a double stop, the A string and the D string, starting on the 5th, right? And we're just going to go all the way up to the 12th and then back down to the 11th and ending on the 14th. That's the way I hear it. I'm not positive that's the way he's doing it, but that's what I hear there. So, and it comes on the off, right? So it's. And that's kind of the last fill before we get into the end solo. And the end solo is going to start like this. It's crazy playing there. So we're going to start with. And this is, this is kind of like, you can almost sort of do what you want here, I don't think I'm doing it exactly like he does it, but it's close enough, right? And I don't often say that, but in certain spots in solos, you just kind of do your thing, as long as it's close enough. And then I'm hearing this. Right, that's 7, 9, 11, 12. But the 12 is with the tap, right? But what I'm doing, and what I hear him doing, is a double tap. A la Randy Rhoads, right? And because I like to tap with my first finger, again, I'm tucking the pick. But halfway through it, I'm kind of grabbing the pick because I got to do that next, right? And I could do that with my finger. I really want to do it with the pick. So. So that's just up here on the 17th. It's just, it's hard to get your fingers in there, but that's an A chord, right? And then just way up on the 22nd. You can do whatever you want there again. Even if you caught that, that B string in there, it would sound awesome, right? That's no problem at all. Okay, so that whole bit slow would be. Then we're into this. Just double stops, right? So that's the A and the D string, and then the D and the G. Right, and then G and the B. Okay, and that is how the song ends. So that whole last bit again up to speed. And that's it. That's all the licks and all the two solos. This is a real project learning this one, but it's so worth it, to pick up these licks because you can use all these. These are classic blues rock licks that you can immediately use in your own playing. Stuff like that it's just so classic. It just is, very usable stuff. And that's it. I hope you enjoy playing this song. I hope you were able to pick up some licks from this lesson. And thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.